Hello, everybody. Welcome to Polybridge. We are gonna get right into it. Make sure I have sound coming through. And yeah, we left off at World 1. One thing I do, maybe I'll show you later. Um, we're gonna go to the first level of the second world. Unity. Play level. Let's start with this side over here. Nailed it. Scratch my nose. And we'll fill that with roads. Yay, we did it. We're just going to make this a little truss bridge. Oh no, I want that there. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that works. Nope. I want this. Go over here. And fill in with road. Such a nice tool. Um, Maybe we'll go under for this one. And how does that look? Ooh, that got pretty red. That did not work at all. Let's just speed things up. It didn't like that. I feel like I should add the support under the bridge. I feel like that would help. But let's see. Apparently this guy is fat. Mass 6.5 polygrams. I think that's what the PG stands for. Ugh. Didn't like it. Okay, so we're going to modify this a little bit. There. Bam, shabam. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Delete that. That, and then going to delete those. How does that look? Oh, didn't like that either. Maybe we'll add this guy in. Yay. Oh, you can already see it starting to stress out the bridge. Oh, now we made it through. And this one just died. Nice. Okay. Bam, nope. Here. Bam, bam. Thinking, fill that in with road. Can the truck... Sorry, my ear itched. Okay. If we connect road like that, does that hold? Not exactly what I wanted. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll add just a little truss right here to hold this section of the bridge. And ooh, oh, yeah, I don't want that to connect. Okay, delete that, and go down. Down. There we go. Okay. Now, bridge, and nope, resume. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Didn't like that. Actually, let's see if let's delete this real quick. Okay, if we take the shape tool, and it said if we take the shape tool, there we go, and we go like right here. Delete that, and we click the bridge, fill. Bam, I'm just gonna try something real quick. We're gonna make fairly strong. bridge. We'll do that, and then we'll compress this. Like, I don't know, 30% sounds good to me. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, I want all of that. Thank you. Rid of it. Rotate. I reckon that's a good amount. Let's delete the spring and put it back in. Compress it a little. Nope. Compress it a little bit. Maybe not that much. Let's do 20%. Or if I just put a neutral. Okay. Dang it. Rotate it down a little bit. I want it to just be enough to where the truck can push it. Yeah, just like that. And hopefully this just kind of... No, does not do that. I do not want that. Maybe just make... Okay, this isn't working. Bam. Oh, actually, not quite that. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Here. Bam, to like... Bam. Fill. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted either. Ah. Oh, that's fine. We'll just... Bam. Just like that. If we make this truss super small, hopefully it'll be kind of light, but strong enough. Okay, so that didn't work, but, you know, the concept works. We'll put it at 300% speed. Oh, see, now the truck is struggling. I wonder if... Stretch that a bit and pulls it up. Ah! That's fine, everything's fine. We'll do that. Why not? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to. Here, my nose itches. This one heavier at all? No, it's lighter. We'll just... Oh no. We're struggling. We'll do this for fun, making this so expensive. That's an issue. Okay. I guess it's possible we could try flinging this car back, so it's just... I'm going to try that. This is going to be fun. Okay. And it's definitely not because I'm struggling to figure out how to do this otherwise. That's not the case whatsoever. Can make a little car. Like so. Delete that. Nope. Stretched. Okay. Now, turn off the grid real quick. I'm just gonna push these points right up against the car. That didn't work. If oh, I don't want rope. I want this. Oh no, that's not what I want either. Okay, bam. Okay, so that's just holding the car now. That's not what we want either. Let's make this a little bit less compressed. Yes! That's what we wanted. No! Don't hook on the truck. Dang it. No. Okay, let's see if we can, if we take this, make that like 80% compressed, not like 50. Is it enough? No, it's not enough to push it off. Oh, oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's really amusing. But we need to make it so it doesn't like fall down. So if we add a little bridge thingy, let's do this. Delete, and then we add cable, that's just gonna hold it. Yeah, that just broke it. Hmm. I guess we could also strengthen this bridge. We could just see what happens, see if it eventually frees itself. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's going. Woo! No! Oh no. Oh. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's compressificate this again. Let's put the view. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. The point of view at front. Okay, so it gets through. Oh no. Okay, this might not be the solution. Fine, I guess I'll make this bigger. That'll strengthen it up quite a bit, I'd say. Just try the bottom spring. That's not a bad idea. We'll try it. Oh, it didn't work. Okay. Let's delete that. Nope. Maybe we need a middle spring. Like there-ish. Delete spring. Nope. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, that'll strengthen that up quite a bit. That still struggled. Can I actually get away with this and just let the... No, I cannot. Okay, let's fill that in. Get rid of the grid. Put that. Actually, I don't mind it right there. Try the same thing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to... Okay, exit worlds menu. Oh no, I wanted to exit the main menu. Twitch. Start session. Save. Yeah, okay, so now you guys can upload your designs if you'd like. Okay. We're gonna stretch this a little bit. Whoa. That actually didn't go too too poorly. Delete that. Okay, let's stretch that a little bit more. Oh, that's like perfect. That's it broke, but I actually want to watch that in slow motion. Or not slow motion. Oh. That's unfortunate. What if we make that steel? Will that work? Whee! Doesn't have the strength to pull it back up. That's funny. Okay, so now let's see where we can minimize this. Try making it smaller again. See if that works. And we'll turn it up to 300%. Okay, did not like that very much. Of course, maybe it was just that point. Let's see. Will that help? Ooh, that was pretty. Okay, actually, where can I get rid of weight? I feel like I can move that up a bit. Still barely getting any force. That one's getting a bit of force. That's okay. Let's do that, and we'll do that. And honestly, I feel like I don't need that either. Ooh, that stressed it a bit more, but that's okay. Oh boy. Cool. Ah! I don't want that there. I'll put that back. Ah, okay. Fine, I'll make this bigger. Oh, and you know what? This could probably be very small. Ah, but it can't break. That's just illegal. Let's do that. That'll give the spring less force over it. Ah, just rude. Ah! Okay, I didn't like that. Let's put it back. I'm sorry. Wow, it doesn't like this at all. I want to stay under 20 grand. Oh, and that time I went back up. That's cool. Okay. Over here. There's lots of things I feel like we can adjust. This one is heavier, so if it holds the big truck, I think we should be fine. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Okay, let's get rid of a lot of this area. Let's see how well we can do. You know, I think all these points could probably inch their way down a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is great. We can get rid of so much weight. Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, let's see how that does. It's still like just barely turning red. I think we can get it to go even tighter. Do you think we can get under 19 grand? But that one was a bit closer, a bit on the edge. Let's see how close we can get to breaking as many safety regulations as possible. You know it. Ah, dadgummit. Let's lower that one a tad. Okay. Let's see if that'll hold itself. No? Just rude. Something tells me I tried to push a little bit too far. Actually, wait, let's do this. Delete. Okay. Ooh, that one was close. Yay! Okay, not bad, not bad. That's the friends. Nice there, Bear. Good score. Okay, top 44%. Dang, apparently people did really well with this. Okay, let's see. Suggestions. Masonator, welcome. Oh, did you just have it fall off? Nice. Solid, I love it. Okay, next level. Long drawbridge. How do you load a bridge? I have no clue. Masonator, did you know how to load a bridge? Okay, let's see. We get 8 steel, 4 hydraulics, as many roads as we want. Let's start by drawing that, and we'll fill it in. Achievements leaderboards and unlocks disabled. Oh, sad day. Okay. Let's minimize that real quick. This is 10 polygrams, this is 6 polygrams. Okay. Trying to figure out what would be a good design to use for the hydraulics. Wonder. So let's split that real quick. We can get the entire thing to curl up a little bit, like, or like make a curly shape. No, grid on, please. Yeah, let's move that up. Let's copy it and go, bam. Bam, actually, I'm gonna add the crust. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I think that'll hold. Okay. Let's support this down here and this down here. Give it an extra bit of support. Does rope pass through bridge? I'm curious. If I do that, that can go through the road pieces and the nodes and stuff. Okay, good to know, good to know. We could make it hang, so like if these bridge pieces would like lifts and the roads would end up there and make that kind of shape. I don't know. Hydraulics are hard. I know we need to probably get rid of that beam. You know what could be fun if we could try to make these for... Okay, I'm going to try something. No, not rope. I don't want rope. I want to make these... Delete that. I want to see if I can make... Let's see. Didn't think that would hold. But I want to see if I can make this entire thing just kind of slide to the side. Let's see. Oh, nice, Airbear. You submitted one. Good job. This is going to work my brain muscles a little hard. No, excuse me. Because I don't want to, like, rotate down and end up in the same position. I want it to, like, have a very linear motion. But I don't know how to do that. I don't think, because you can rotate stuff, but everything rotates, and, you know, it changes height. Gotcha. The other thing we could do is just make it rotate 180 degrees and then rotate back. It may not be too difficult. I'm going to try making it rotate 180 degrees first to see how that looks. I just gotta think. Use my brain. Let's connectivicate stuff. How far can I bring this down to the side? Cool, cool. Copy, flip, bam. You know what? We can add a little land brace. Okay, maybe not. But that I think should help hold things. Yeah, okay. Copy, flip, bam, bam. We'll do that as a base to make sure that holds. Okay, well, I guess we should probably connect this guy in, make sure it holds as well. Nah. Okay. If you want a little itty bitty triangle right here, we'll connect those points like that. Hopefully that'll hold that in place. Then we'll put the piston. How far can I go? 1, 2. Pistons can only, or the hydraulics, sorry, can only go 4 lengths, right? Yeah, okay, so we'll replace those. Oh, perfect, that worked. Okay, so we want that there. We'll add little triangle here for more fun. Oh, that's probably just making things expensive. I don't need to do that. Let's delete those. Let's see if I can just... Bam. Okay. That's one way to do it, and then I need to have a pivot point somewhere in the middle. And expand that. I'll do that and that. Okay, so that's that. Let's just see if this holds real quick. We'll add some more supports. Uh, 2, make those all connect. Just want that to disconnect. And 2, 2, 1. Okay, let's see how that does. It did not like that. Okay. Let's see if we could just... We're a little bit over budget. That's fine. We're just going to see if we can make this work real quick. Okay. Something tells me it didn't work. Okay. This one. These should all stay connected, but these two should let go. This one... This also needs to let go. These two should be connected. Yep. Okay, okay. Let's try that. Is that what we want? Perfect! Oh, I didn't like that. Yeah, it's a very small spot. Okay, actually, let's see. If we get rid of those, delete that, and replace these with steel, well, that holds. Okay, it did not like that. Just strengthen this up a bit. Okay. Did not like that either. Okay, let's see if this pushes it here. Oh, wait, what? I'm being stupid. This can't be right there. This needs to be centered above this point. We'll just do that. And then... delete. Bam. Shabam, shabam. Something tells me I don't have much leverage right here. Okay, okay, we can do this. Let's delete those. Copy, flip that. Bam, to make that stronger. So hopefully that holds, yep. Okay, let's just... Bam, connect that. Okay, let's see how that does. This design is not working. Okay, bam. We're going to try something else. And I have another idea that we're going to try. First of all, we'll make our trusty trusses. Bam. Bam. Yeah. Oh, sad day. Delete that. Copy that. And do that. Perfect. Okay. Now I want to see if I can, like, right here, delete that. 2 meters up. The music's a little loud. Okay. Thank you. Audio. Speaking of which, I can't hear any music. Oh, that's because the music volume's off. Okay, let's... put that up, and we'll turn this down 20%. So like the overall effects, check. Okay, how does that sound? Well, let me know if that's too loud, too quiet, all that jazz. You know, for right now, I'm going to just... I'm going to... just permanently connect this one. So that is supported. That's not, which is... that's fine for now. Oh yeah, that's fine. Actually, that worked out rather well. I wonder if we did that to both sides. Delete. Copy flip. Bam. Will that hold? Wow, I half expected that to fall. Okay. I want this to expand. I don't know if I want it that much, like 25%. Oh no, 25. There we go. Then I'm gonna add some more wood pieces right here. Let's see what that does. I'm hoping it'll lift it, but it might just break because, yeah. Actually, let's do that. We'll add... we can just make it rope. Wow. Oh, and you know what might help is a joint. That's kind of cool looking. Of course, it's going to crash, but let's try all 50%. Okay. This. We're getting somewhere. Let's delete this, and we'll add the rope right there. Let's see what that does. It breaks it. Make that a little bit bigger. Does not like that very much. Okay, delete that. Make that even bigger. Let's do that. See what that does. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, is it gonna hit? It cleared. That looks lovely. Oh, 71 stress. It's not very good on the stress side of things. Now, will that hold? Oh yeah, I don't even know if we... Let's delete that real quick, and we'll actually delete that. Oh, beautiful. We didn't even need it. It's like... do that. These are fairly small. Or like don't have much stress on them, so... if I just got rid of that... okay, yeah, no, it didn't like that. If I pull this down like so... okay, no, it still didn't like that. I think if we just do that... ooh, nice. Did not like that. Oh, is that because we made this side smaller? Okay, we'll make this bigger again. See what it does. I don't even remember what I changed. Here, Piece of rope. Does that work? Oh yeah, I know what it changed. I got rid of the entire truss. Small detail. That's beautiful. I am loving that. Okay. Let's see if we can just bring this down. I want to... Guess we're just gonna do that. And actually, this rope can... The rope can come down. It's fine. Let's see how small we can get this. How does that look? Ooh. It didn't even stress it out too much. Tiny. That did stress it out. So let's bring this back up. About that. Let's see what that does. See if that helps our situation. Ooh, it stressed it out a bit, but it's okay. Okay, and then if we lower that one back down, is that still gonna break? Yes, it will. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Actually, I can't lower that a little bit. That broke. Okay, up a little bit higher. And then let's just make this smaller. Do I even need to... you know, I should probably leave it just because it's supporting the, yeah, the hydraulics. That's fun. Okay, I guess we'll call that good for now. 26 grand is not bad. Woo! Top 20%. Okay, time to load your designs. Load bridge design. Nice, nice. Oh no! This is sad. Why is it not holding? We'll just reinforce that a little bit. I don't know. It probably held on your world and not mine. I don't know why. No! This is fine. Maybe I shouldn't be editing the bridge. Okay. Listen here, load bridge design. Ooh, I'm excited. Nice. Good design. Oh, okay. What's gonna happen? I love it. Okay, I have to study this because you did a straight linear motion. That was... Hey, give me a second. Let's get the fire truck across. That's awesome, dude. Oh, that's so cool. I love that immensely. Take it away, fire truck. Oh, maybe I should turn up the speed. Oh no! No, it's good. Ooh, that's tiny. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Like your actual replay. Okay, there, I'll do that in a second. That's so funny. That's hilarious, Masoneer. Good job. Or no, that was Drunk Shinobi. I don't remember, but this is fantastic. Yeah, no, good job. Good job, Drunk Shinobi. My bad, I apologize. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, you launched it across. I love it. So how do you get all that steel? Because I know I had a limit of 8 steel. Okay. No replays found. Community. Bear, did you just upload the replay? Ah, this one's gotta be. Yeah, this is it. Cool, cool. I don't know why that didn't work on mine, but nice. Good job, dude. That's epic. Okay, I did want to. Now that you're here, Mason, I did want to show you something that I was very proud of. Was the It was something. This one. Once you beat. Okay, cool, cool. Good to know. So I figured out what I was trying to do. This is it. It rotates those 3 bridge tiles 180 degrees. Thank you. Yeah. But that was it. That's what I wanted to show. Oh, did you load one for this world? Love it. Okay. Exit to worlds menu. Let's go back. Sorry, I just wanted to show you that. I was very proud of myself. Took me a while. Thank you. Okay, okay, we can do this. This looks like something that just requires nice curvature. But at this point, right here-ish. I don't want the limo to get stuck, though. Yeah, let's make the point go a bit further. Okay, roads, fill. Bam, and get just the tip of the star. Okay. Bam, trusses, trusses, trusses. Might have an issue there. Oh, not that low. Okay, and bam. Did not like that. Does that hold it enough? Keep it from rotating? No! Go, go, go! You got this, limo! Nope, that's not what I wanted. View. Front. You can do it, you can do it, limo! Oh no! Okay, we're gonna have to bring that point down a little bit. Maybe that'll help our limo. Maybe bring all these points down. Okay, now let's add that on. Hopefully. What did we break? We broke right there. Okay, let's add whittle muscle right there. Those getting red. Not bad, and that broke. Okay, that makes sense. We'll support that. Can you imagine if engineers did this in real life? Like, oh, well, that broke. We'll just adjust that real quick. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that didn't look very stressed at all to me. Top 8%. I'll take it. Okay, let's turn off the grid. We'll try to make things smaller if we can. Okay, let's see. Does that hold? Yeah, did it even... We don't get much red right there. We get a little orangish over here, but this didn't appear to have much strain on it, so I'm gonna make it even smaller. This one will just barely make a little smaller because it had a bit more strain on it. I see, like, those are good, those are good. Yeah, we got room to play. Of course, I'm gonna do a big adjustment and then it's gonna come crashing down on me. Yep, there's that. Okay. How's that? No. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a fun level, though. Where'd it break? Oh, look at that. Muscle. Bam. Okay, hopefully that won't break anymore. Ooh. Like those points, all very, very good. Very good points. Who's a good point? You're a good point. Oh yeah, who's a good point? Oh, I've got issues. Okay. That one's stretched out as it can be. Okay, let's see how that does. Ooh, that was close to breaking that one. I feel like I can make this one pretty small. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let's look at the max stress. Let's see how we did there. 96.8, top 6%. I will take it. Okay, time to load some bridges. Ooh, you did a little dangly bridge. That's impressive. What was mine? Mine was 26,000. Wow, that's 6 grand under. Okay, cool. I was not expecting that. I was like, how is this gonna work? Is there's like some glitch that's gonna like fling it across or something? No, he just drove straight into the water. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Next level, right? Am I forgetting anything? Probably. Oh, you know what? Let's we'll load this. Beautiful. Next level. Buggy Bouncer. Okay, let's just watch it real quick, because usually... Let's watch it in slower motion. Bounce. Okay, okay. Let's see. I see. We'll add a little road here. Actually, let's bam, move this down a little bit. Okay, maybe not that far. Let's see what that does. Oh no. Okay, a little bit over here. This is gonna be a... This one you want me to replay? Okay. No. Like that. Please work? Nope. Okay. Oh. Dang it. Okay. I wonder... If we delete that, we... road here like that. make this a spring as well as, oh gosh, no, that's not what I wanted. That and that. We'll compress this like 50% and this like 100%. I keep saying like, I should really stop that. We'll compress this a little bit. Oh. That's not the direction I wanted. I wanted it compressed. That didn't work. Maybe a little less in the snow. Yeah, we can move it down too. That works. Scooch it over so the springs are more even. I guess I should probably... If we use this thing to our advantage, probably be good. Bam. Bam. You know what? That didn't look too bad. Okay, actually, where did it end up? I wasn't watching. Bam. And then bounce it there, I guess. We have 2 road tiles left. Okay. Delete that. Stretch. Compressed, okay. I wonder if we just keep it from rotating. Ooh, that, okay, let's see, how does that look? That didn't bounce very well. Okay, bring that down a little bit, bring that down. This is a great game. I wonder if we... Oh, that's not right. Delete that. Don't want the road, or the thing, the truss. Go away. We don't want you here. If we do that, we'll add some trusses. This is problematic. Let's delete that. We'll use the rope over here and put this in the middle-ish. Delete that. This, no. Lower that. Put the spring in. There we go. Okay, let's see how this does. No, I want it to... Delete that. I wish I could stretch out the rope a little bit so it wasn't completely taut. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's see, if I take this spring and I make it a little bit less compressed. So, okay, no, that's, compress it again. Make this one a little less compressed. Okay, same with this one. Let's put 80 on that one, 70 on that one. Huh. No, stop getting pulled to the side. We put a cable like that. Ooh, that worked. Okay. Oh, it's kind of close. But I'm out of roads, so... Let's delete this. I want... What do I want? We'll add a spring, a single road, another spring. Delete those. Add a rope. Actually, maybe we'll add that there. Delete that. No, delete that. Delete rope. Dang. Oh, no, that's not right. I want a log there. And one there. I was hoping that would... Oh, it's not doing what I wanted it to. Ooh. That didn't go too poorly. Well. You know what? I will replace these with wood. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? Okay, so it did not like that. Let's put a spring on that middle joint. That slows it down so much. Jeez. Hang on for dear life, Buggy. Ah, sad day. Okay. Another spring, I guess, because that worked. I think this hitting the bottom is problematic. I don't want the wheel to hit because I want it to maintain its speed. I wonder. We're gonna do a little bit of jiggery pokery. Man, 5. Bam. Okay, so if that's right there. Okay. We'll do this. Or maybe we rotate this the other way. Woo. So wonder if we get it to swing and swing back. Okay, X, let's rotate this a little bit further this way, I think. It's a pendulum, and the pendulum should have the same period, right? Am I wrong? I can't remember how pendulums work exactly. But that is clearly not it. Okay. We'll rotate it over here again. Oh no! Do. Oh no. That is not good. Okay, so that is not the answer. But if you do that, then it's swinging the other way. Like, that's not the way we want it to swing. So I guess we have to try and mess with it on this side to see if we can get it to do what I want. It's not quite right. Let's rotate it this way a little bit. See if that helps. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just... Okay, X, rotate, bam. Okay, it didn't work, but I think we're on to something maybe with the having the platform tipped a bit differently. That did not work. Ooh, that one was closer, I think. That one didn't do well. Okay, let's do that. Do not like that either. So what we could do is just bam, add a little supporty dude right there. Could maybe help take some of the weight. No, did not work. Or are we gonna? Let's make a rope muscle. Double the rope. Ooh, that was kind of cool. Okay, let's lengthen that a little bit. Oh, you know what? I was gonna try to watch it in fast mode to see if we could help and figure out where it needs to change. So we'll put that back up a bit. What do I need to change? Does this need to go up again? Ooh. I don't know if that's what I want. Okay, this one definitely has to be a little bit lower. I don't know what to do. Okay, if I delete that, I wonder if we can get away with making a little road like that. Because evidently I'm not up to the task of building something more complex than that. Okay. Okay, actually, where did it hit here? I feel like... I don't even know. It's amazing seeing other people's solutions and realizing how bad mine is. No! Hmm. No! Okay, that has a lot of... Oh, that's not... I wanted it stretched. Wrong way. No! Okay, bam, let's move this down. As well as that. Oh, no, no! Dang it. Is it nosediving a little bit too soon? Something happens and I already forget what happened. Time for springs. You're doing good. I was just thinking it's nice watching someone that actually seems to understand the game. Oh, do I understand the game? I feel like I don't understand it well enough at all. I also want that support. I wonder if I put this back in, is it going to cause me issues? It might. Ah, we got up, but we broke. Dang it. Okay, more springs. There's not much engineering going on right now. It's... Oh, we did it. Oh, top 56% of players. Oh, wait, what do we need to be to get top 50? I don't know. Let's see if we can minimize this. So if I get rid of that, let's see. No. Control Z, that did not work. People lately just stop building bridges and watch the suggestions because they can't do it. Ah, gotcha. Well, I will try my very hardest to do the bridge without watching any suggestions. Okay, so that can hold. I think it broke before, but oh, okay, cool. We have enough springs that helps. Top 55%. We're getting closer. I don't know if I can get rid of anything. We could try getting rid of the double rope. Oh no, that affected the swing rate. Maybe we'll just stick with the top 55%. Okay. I'm confused. Is this for a previous level? Oh boy. I'm sorry, Masonator Robloxer. I think it was for a previous level. Okay, love bridge design. I love it. Oh, that's great. But that you had, oh, you're less than half of it. Like they were for the limo one. Yeah, they do look like they were for the limo one. I'm sorry, Masonator. That's great. That's brilliant. Oh, good work. Okay. What? Okay, wait, we have to slow that down. How did you do that? Oh, bouncing off the rock. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, 3,000. That puts you in under that. Oh my goodness. Good job, dude. Oh. Holy cow. Is this it? Does this work? I'm gonna be so jealous. Wow. Good work, dude. Oh. Wait, I missed something. Holy cow. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, good job. Oh, and then Dever wanted me to look in the gallery for it. His? I don't even remember. Oh, okay. I don't even know which one's yours. This'll take a while to go through. You know which one it is? That's the second one? That's not your username. Hmm. Oh well. Maybe we'll look at it later. Oh, okay. Good show. That's great. I love that. Max level. Rockin'. Oh, look, it's a little accordion bus. Okay. Can I just drive up the mountain? I want to change the shape a little bit. Okay, nope, I wanted... Okay, fill that. And then I want to see, can we... And just kind of help it along. Fill. Okay, turn the grid back on. Okay, does that hold the bus? No, it does not. Will that hold the bus? Something tells me that piece is going to be need to be reinforced. Yeah, let's do that real quick. We'll just add a little muscle right there. Ho ho ho. Now, does it... Oh. Okay. Okay, so that does not work. Delete. Let's change back to this shape. And let's see if we can just get it closer to the top. That is the wrong material. There we go. Okay. Actually, that's the grid off. Move that down. Actually, I'm going to... Oh, I don't need to do it there. I can just turn it on my headphones. Music was getting a little loud for me. Okay. That can go up. I'm really just looking forward to the hydraulics levels. No, bus, you fatty. I just have to break my bridge. Okay, so it does not handle inclines well. Let's get it even closer to the top. Fill that in. That's the grid. Bam. Okay. Same thing. We're just gonna build some trusses. Honestly, this game has an epic soundtrack. Like this song right now. It's great. Ooh, that one got a little bit close to breaking. And it's over the crest. Okay. Now I'm hoping we use this tool. We can just... Sorry, some of the songs sound really cool. I'm hoping that the bus will be able to get back on without breaking the bridge. I might have trouble on that node. Oh, no, we did it. Okay, well, there's slight issue. Okay, let's just add a bit of reinforced road. There we go. Nailed it. That one. No, but two. That's the material. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can... Actually, I added that muscle maybe a little prematurely. Let's see if it holds without it. It seems to be doing alright. I'm going to try to thin this up a bit. Without the grid on, now that this is against the mountain, maybe that's providing more strength. So I'm going to let that one sit. Okay. We'll add this guy back in. Does that fix our issue? No, it does not. Okay, let's see. Does that help? Okay, maybe that muscle is needed. Let's see how that does. Ooh, that time it held. Okay. Now that that's good, let's try moving that muscle again. Okay, Control Z. We're going to leave that alone for a minute and come over here. That feels unnecessary, so I'm going to get rid of it for now. Yeah. Looks like we have a bit more playroom, a little more wiggle room. Tis nice. I'm going to try getting rid of this. See. Nope. Control Z. Did not like that. Okay. It did not like that either. Ooh, okay, so that held, but these were green, so we're gonna make those a bit smaller. Okay, I did not like that. We're gonna move those back. Yay! Okay, we're calling it good. Top 4%! Oh my goodness, look at that! I'll take it. Okay. Oh, nice. That is a lot less stuff than I used. Holy cow, good job. Oh no. Sad day. I wonder if that's just because something with loading made it a little bit. Nope. Dang it, I did it again. Blood bridge. Whoa, ho, ho. Nice. That's much smoother than what I did. Oh, and it's cheaper. Good job, dude. Okay. Next level. Roundabout. They'll both work for you, yeah. Fair enough. I think it's just some problem with uploading it and then maybe it being like just like on the verge of breaking. That when I play it, it does break, and when you do it, it doesn't. I don't know if that's correct at all, but it's a thought. This boat seems pointless down here. Okay, well, let's add in bridge right here real quick. We'll just make a tiny little bugger. Bam. Oh, you know what? I think we're supposed to go up over here. Ah, okay, okay. Fair enough. So what was the order? Resume. Is there a way to look at what they said the order was? Level info. Oh, wow, okay. So this boat plus hydraulics. Then it turns around. Okay, so it's going to go over here, do the boat and hydraulics, and then turn around. Okay, let's delete that real quick. Actually, bam. Vilificate that. Bam. A little bit further. We'll call that good. Twiddle that holds. No, it will not. Cool, good enough for me. We'll leave it there, and then... Oh, 9, we want this tool. Fill. Now... Fill. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now on to the idea. We fill this in. Nope, that's not what I wanted. These guys, please. Thank you. So that's 4 segments. Now if we go over here, fill that in. That is 6 segments, but like these are longer. I don't know if anybody can see that. These two can be smaller. But somehow we can take this entire bit and just boom, plop it right there. That would be super cool. My ideas are sometimes a little far-fetched. So I think if we take a point that's equidistant from each thing, okay, delete this, let's, bam, put that together. We'll add a little bit more support there on the side. Okay, then want a line from here to here. Let's fill that in with road tiles. Why not? Okay, we'll fill it in with those. Okay, maybe not. Dang it. There, what if we take this? No, I wanna highlight all of this. Okay, if we copy it, then put it there. Perfect. Okay, and now we fill it in. Okay, would this be equal if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Because that's kind of our midpoint. Now we need something perpendicular to that. Did that, took off the grid, and we pulled it as far as we could. That gives us perpendicular lines. Let's get rid of that. Like, if you look at it, they cross each other at 90 degrees. So now, I guess we can figure out, do we want it to rotate like up or down? I guess we'll rotate it up, so we'll put this on the bottom. Let's leave that. You know what, I'm going to put this here. That way that marks the point for me. So if I delete these. Okay. There's that. Now let's go back here and we want same thing, but here. Rude. Okay. We're going to do X paste there. Okay, fill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is not equal distance. Control Z. Wonder if we take the line tool and then we go from here to here. We delete it and fill that. No, okay, let's see if we just keep making this point smaller and smaller. What if I move this here and here. But if we... Oh, nope, I want line tool. Okay. Delete. Fill. No, I want I want you to... We could just guess. Delete. You know what? If we just pull that as far as it can go. That point is now equal distance from both of those. Okay, so let's mark that. Delete. We'll call that good. Okay. Sorry, this may not be the most entertaining to watch, but we're gonna try it, see if we can figure this out. Okay, let's separate that. These I want locked. This I want to move. Okay. Bam. Okay. And then for now, we'll just make a regular truss. And here's this. We'll use steel for this point. Oh, okay, let's turn R off. Okay. Yep, okay, that's right. Bam. So that holds there. Now we just need to secure it. Hopefully that holds. And same thing here. We need points holding these together. Okay. And same thing here. We need to bam, support that. We're a little bit over budget at this point. I wonder if that's going to hold. Okay, so these two have been marked. Actually, I'm going to leave those there. Oh, this should be like that. Oh, not road. Block that. Okay, let's see what this does. Oh, you know what? This needs to be 1 or 2, 2. Okay. That looks promising, to be honest. It may not have seemed like it, but it did look promising in my opinion. Bam. Pretty shape. Okay. Now, you know what? We'll add a thing just so we can see some movement. I think. Yeah, my hydraulic. What broke? This broke. Okay. I wonder if we should add something that's equidistant from the center points. That might be good too. Got B, rotate. That's a center point. Center point. I almost want to just kind of see if it'll rotate about this point. Nah, well, let's not worry about it. So if we try to lift up here, maybe I just make this entire truss section out of steel. Is it gonna let me build past 60? No, it won't. Delete. Okay, so this might have to change. Oh, we don't have our hydraulic cylinder in. I want to see if this works. Oh, whooey. Okay, just put that there. Hopefully that keeps it from moving upward. Oh ho ho! Okay, so that's the motion we want. Now, I just have to figure out how to make it move properly. I need to, let's delete that, delete that. We'll delete one of these because we don't need it. Okay. Delete that. Because the hydraulic cannot go through land, right? It can. Okay, that's good to know, but we can't have any nodes on the land, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's also, while we're here, just do that. Make these joints so that when it comes in, it locks with both those points. That needs to stay there, okay, and then delete that. Let's see if we add metal like this. Or, you know what? It might be... No, this is fine. Do that. Then we let that rotate about a center point. Sorry, this almost looked very confusing. We're just spamming the heck out of this. Okay. We're just gonna go with this for now. It's a different angle of the road, so it may not be possible to carry it. It may not be, we're gonna hope. Yeah, figured that was gonna break immediately. Let's replace all this with steel. Okay, that broke. Ugh. We need to... I wonder, there's that thing where you can... Masonator said if you build the bridge and complete it, you can redo the bridge, but have unbreaking and unlimited materials, right? So maybe we save this, and then we complete the level real quick, then come back to it with unbreaking on. That could be fun. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so save bridge. As amazing. No, I'll just put. Yeah, no, amazing works. Why not? Amazing. Then delete, and we'll just we'll do the level real quick. Oh no. I wanted this in place, please. Okay. We'll just... Bam. Cool, cool. We don't want that to be a split joint. We want this to be... And same thing here. We don't want it to be a split joint. Okay, let's do bam, bam, bam. Bam. Oh no, squares. Is that gonna hold itself? That actually did remarkably well. Okay. So now we just need... So this is the halfway point. So all we really need is a piston that contracts. Let's see. Halfway. What's half this distance? That's 6. That's 1.5 meters. Oh, okay. So this is... Actually, that looks like 1.5 meters. That might work just right there. Let's make that a split joint real quick. Cool, cool. Let's minimize the design so we can get a good score real quick. I wonder if we need these. Ooh, they certainly help. Okay. That went really red, but that's okay. Because it made it. And then we can make this smaller as well. Bam. I wish I could make it go faster than 300. That'd be nice. Close enough. About 12%. I'll take it. Okay, let's view yours real quick. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Oh, okay, I understand, I understand. It is struggling. Okay, this one I'm excited for. I love the hydraulics. Is this one gonna move straight down? Because that's epic. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that. Actually want to see it in action again. Brilliant. I could not even do that. Like, that's fantastic. Okay, so now do I just exit to worlds menu? This one. Unlimited budget, unlimited material. Play level! Yes! Okay, we're going to load bridge. Amazing. So, oh, it's unbreaking, so let's see if this just works in our favor. It's not breaking, right? I did add that as a thing. Budget unlimited, exit to worlds menu. No, not unbreaking. Unlimited material. Oh, my bad. I see. Thank you. That's a sandbox thing. Got it, got it. Okay. So then we're just gonna we're going to strengthen that as much as we can. Oh boy. Oh yes, that's all locked. That's all supposed to be locked. Okay. What broke first? Okay. Don't mind me. This is fine. Everything's fine. Did not like that. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay. Ah, sad day. You know, let's clean this up a little bit real quick. Delete that real quick, and actually we'll add that beam back. But we'll get rid of this one and this one. There we go. Now we can see a bit clearer. At that point, it has to stay there. That's something we have decided, like that is staying. But if we do this, actually we'll put it on this side. We will connect it like so. That should keep it strong, but that puts it on the grid. We'll go 4 units out. Is that what I want? No, I want something like that. Then, bam. Is that what I want? No, I want it longer, I think. Twice as long. There we go. Let's... That should be as long as it can be. Then we expand. Okay. I don't think this is very clean, but that might give us a bit more leverage. This needs to connect like there too. Okay. This is a rotation point, so we can connect there. This should already be connected there. Perfect. Make sure that's locked. This is good, but this needs to be on a pivot. I think. No, because this rotates on. This needs to be on a pivot, right? Question mark? Yes. Right there. Then again, that's the pivot point for there. Okay, let's see how that does. Wait, did I? Yeah, that needs to be locked. Do you think it's working? Okay, what broke first? That did. We'll just bam. More. This is gonna get so confusing so quickly. That's okay. Let's put that at 300%. No. What can I connect to? This is part of the rotating piece, so that can go there. Heavy road at the end of such a long arm. I give up. Yeah, honestly, I probably should just give up, but I really, really want this to work. Maybe if I add the same contraption, but on this side. Oh, sad day. Okay, we're gonna muscle this up. Let's go here, 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 here. Bam. Okay. That's just bring that up. This looks like it's such a mess. Oh my goodness. Oh no, come on. You can do this, game. You can do it. Oh, nope. Not what I wanted, but I believe I can connect there and there. This looks like such a big mess. Okay. Should we try to do the same mechanism on this side? I think we should. Okay, this one's going to... Am I being stupid? Because that... That could... Problematic. I just had a thought. Delete that. Man, it's amazing how much cleaner that looks. Okay, this is the center point. So you know what? Let's bam that there. Goodness, what is going on? Shh, just don't pay attention to it. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Wrong pipe. Oh my goodness, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, the goal is to get this section of road to rotate to this position. And you know, now that I'm looking at it, it almost like... I want to do this. If we do that, X, rotate, just to verify. Okay, I screwed that up somehow because those aren't even the same distance. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's check the distance on the other guys, though. Okay, X, rotate. Oh, you know what? We can rotate the other way. Okay, that one's correct. But I messed up this guy. Ugh, still recovering from my heart attack. Okay, this to here, right? Now if we fill that in, oh, you know, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did it split it equally for me that time? This is our middle point. Okay, let's just get rid of these. Get rid of that. The game plan is to get this section of road to rotate up and over and fit in this gap. Hopefully. It is quite the challenge, but it could be fun. Delete. Bam. 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 Shift, pull that. I want it to go tighter. Can we do that? Perfect. Okay. Okay. Kind of want to try it. Go for it. If it works, send it in, and I'll be happy to show it off. We're going to keep trying this for at least a little bit. Should be interesting. Wonder if... You know, the lower we make this point, the better it might be. Or we could just raise it a bunch. And that way, this only has to, like... It seems to have lit a fire in Lazy's heart. Yeah, sorry. I read the sentence like 3 times before I comprehended what you were saying, Tenjiba. Oh, okay, but if we raise this up here, so like, say the point's up here. Oh, we can really easily put that there. Bam, say the point's there. Then we connect it, this should be able to swing, like rotate to there. Right? And then if we do the same thing with this point, whatever its perpendicular line is, this this end can rotate to here. That's our new game plan. It'll make it a bit of a larger structure, but hopefully it will work out for us. Okay, the only thing I need to do is figure out how to get this in a straight line, because I can very easily accidentally go off a couple degrees. Wait. Negative 79 degrees. That's nice. So this is going to be positive 79 degrees. Ha 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 ha. Should do us good, and we can double check that with a rope. That lines up pretty nicely. Okay. Now, if we want to, we can check the radius. I don't know. Nodes don't run into... Do the nodes run into the landmasses? They do. Okay, so we have to make sure all these nodes clear this landmass. So if you take the rope, X, we line up that point. Rotate it a bit. Line up that point. That'll hit. So if you look at it, so we just kind of rotated it from this point. That's going to hit the landmass. So I'm going to make this a bit longer. That's 13 degrees, so 77 degrees. Split joints doing collide with land. Can you explain that a bit more to me? I'm sorry, I'm not following. Okay. X, rotate. Yeah, that's going to collide, so let's raise it up one more. Split joints don't hit land. Got it. Okay. That's good to know. I guess the other issue is, will these joints hit the land? That's something we don't want to happen. Okay. There we go. That's our point. We can get rid of the rest of this. Actually, wait, no, I didn't check. Rotate. Okay, we're gonna call that good. See if it works. Okay, let's put this back in. Delete that, and we'll delete this rope. I will try to... There we go. This plan is feasible if you work hard. Yeah, indeed it is. Okay, let's just... shape from here to here. I'm gonna fill that. Man, I love the unlimited budget thing. And we'll just fill that. Beautiful. Okay. Bam. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want this tool now. Yay. Well, oh no. Delete. Okay. Actually, for this first one, I'll just do boing, boing, boing. And actually, I want this one here and here. Let's lock these guys. Okay. Connect. And connect. Connect this one down here. Okay, delete, and that should hold the point. Okay. Okay, let's put this back in. That's one. Yep, that's how we want it. I'm actually gonna just put a cable in. So theoretically, once this gets across, hope this cable doesn't break. Oh, that's a problem. Cable, I want that to be a 2. Okay. Um. Okay. Now all we have to do is lift this and rotate it. Let's see how. That is 13 degrees. 13-degree angle. We need it to go to 0 degrees. So does it switch at 90? Goes back. Okay. And these are all negatives. That makes sense. So we need it to go 107. Nope. 167 degrees. This is so awful. Okay. I wonder. I'm just going to try and put a hydraulic on this guy and see if I can get it to just lift this over to where I want it. So, grid, that's what I want. Brain fart. Okay. So, if actually we go, bam, let's put a point there on that corner. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I want just a point so I can mess with it, and then this can go that distance. Delete that. Now we can, actually let's do that. Okay, we're gonna copy this bit, or cut it really. Go there. Okay, sorry if this doesn't make sense at all what I'm doing. It barely makes sense to me. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that. Okay. Cool, cool. We're actually gonna support this up. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so that holds that. This does not connect fully here. We need it to connect to the bridge. We'll connect this like so. Sorry, this looks awful. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh, no, I forgot a crucial piece. We need this to rotatificate. I need... What do I need? We'll put this right here, because actually... Normally, if you want 180 degrees, you need it to be right in line with that joint. Oh my gosh. Oh, that scares me every single time. Thank you for following. Oh gosh. Junk Shinobi. Bye, Tenshiva. Oh, wait, you're saying bye. Okay. Dinner time, got to go. Bye. Gotcha, okay. Okay. Bye, Junk Shinobi. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, now this needs a permanent mount. There. That should allow that to swing how I want it. Okay, let's see what happens. That is not unexpected. Okay, let's support that as well. Okay. Ooh. So was that a bit too large then? Okay, delete that, delete all the points connecting to there, and we're going to delete that actually. Okay. That's the center point. So the max we can contract is 2 meters. We need, right? We can expand or contract 2 meters. Got it. Okay, so let's delete that. Now if we... So that one was too big. We need a... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Delete that, please. Thank you. Because that's 2 meters right there. That's not what we want. We want... Bam, bam. Okay, this is going to be tiny. Yeah. Unlimited budget was needed. At least it was for me. Let's just get that out of the way. Actually, wait, Control Z. Okay, bam, bam. Let's see what that does. Put that in right there. Okay. X, and then bam. Okay, there's that. Now we need to connect this point to a bunch of the other points to make sure I only connect to points in here. It's a bit crazy. I can't quite see what's going on. Let's just hope that works out. Okay. And this is right there. This needs to connect. Okay. This broke first. Okay, let's strengthen this. Actually, gonna go bam, bam. Let's bring that over here. Bam. Pull that grid off. Okay. Lock this point. Okay, this broke here, so I'm gonna strengthen that. That laser is trying to do this on a budget. Yeah, like if you do this on a budget, like if you do this at all, I will be amazed. But on a budget, that would be so impressive. I would just explode. Actually, what would happen? Okay, let's see what that does. Please be strong enough. No! Oh, it broke that piece. That's fine. Maybe. Okay, we'll make this joint over here, then bring it up and around. I can't see what's going on anymore. Okay, hopefully that'll support that. No. Okay. So somehow we need to... I guess we could put 2 hydraulics in a row. Because somehow we need to get the right amount of torque without sacrificing distance. Which is currently hard to do. I haven't messed around with this enough for it to be within my knowledge, my capabilities. You know what? Let's just try the I'm going to try 2 of the oh goodness. Okay, that's the pivot point. Bam. There. Okay, I think that's the end point. Oh, we need to get rid of this anyway. Delete that because we're trying to... that's pivot. Okay. We're going to do this again. We're going to go up to the corner over here. Requires a solution that can be rotated nearly 180 degrees and needs to be strong. Yeah, that's the problem. We need the distance and the torque. Like, we need it to not break. Okay, so where's that pivot point? It's right here, correct? Yep, that looks like it. Okay. Now, bam, contract, copy, put that there, and there. Okay, so that gives us the distance, I think. So we're just going to let that hold there. I hope this being able to, like, fall won't cause any issues. You know what? Actually, we could probably give, like, that to hold it up a bit. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, this needs to rotate to there. And then this point needs to be connected to the rest of the beam. Okay, let's see what that does. It broke. Oh, goodness. Okay. Do we need to just get rid of all the steel and rethink our solution? I guess we could just do the same thing where we let... You know, I'm going to try that real quick. See if we can do it. That point needs to stay. You're about halfway there? Dang. If you do it, I'll be so amazed. You have to send it in. I really want to see this. Oh, nope. Let's delete. Okay. I have a mechanism to move one joint across. Oh, a mechanism that moves one joint from here to the... Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm following, I think. Maybe. Okay, 13 degrees, so then the opposite, or the complementary angle to 13 degrees would be 67? No, 77. Take this joint, we need it at a 77. Let's turn the grid off. $77 angle. Okay, now if we look at the rope, bam to bam. Next, rotate. This one's going to be problematic because that one's going to run straight to the thing if I'm not careful. Okay, let's continue this up. Let's just go super high. Deborah, have you been away for a little bit? Okay, now that this is over this edge, it should be fine because the lowest point that joint... Well, actually, We'll go a little bit higher. Okay. Now let's drag this shape there. Fill. Oh, this is chaotic and I love it. Oh, we're getting to the point where it won't even reach. Don't rotate. Okay, I get it. Am I able to just bring food to computers? Okay. Oh, gotcha. Don't rotate. Okay, I get it. What do you mean? I don't understand. I'm sorry. From there to there, fill that. Okay. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think I'm kind of close to budget, right? That's fine. Okay, let's bam, 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 bam. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Should probably. Oh, Control Z. There to there. There to there to there. Ta-da! Okay, let's add a cable. Let's add a cable to here. That's 2. Okay, which pieces are locked? Let's see what happens. The other thing I think happened is this piece came off. Okay, 2. Oh yeah, you know what? These pieces. Delete those. That's gonna hold it in place. We don't want that. We want it to be able to swing. No! Wait, what happened? Why did it... Oh, that rope is... it's being a meanie poopy face. Okay, Oh, I don't even know what to do. Yeah, it's colliding with the ground. Oh, which is unfortunate. We don't even really need it to rotate it. This isn't even... I think I'm just being dumb. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the rope. Bring this over here. Okay, you can set a joint as a split joint, but all the same number, so... Oh, that's smart. Okay, let's try that real quick and see if it works. Man, imagine having a brain. Okay. No. Yeah, you don't have to imagine. I have to imagine. Yeah, I did almost make it. That was awesome. Okay, let's make this a bit stronger. And then... You knew it? You knew what? Oh no, he's got it. That's so sad. Okay, wait, let's look at this point. Let's make sure that at least this point is in the right position. Because that one actually looks like it goes right where it's supposed to be. You just... Yeah, I think you can save. Can't you, like, save your bridge? Exit? and then load the level back in, but in unlimited. Oh, I measured to there. I'm such an idiot. Okay, give me a second. I need this shape from here to here. And if we get the cable, is that 5? I don't know if that's close enough. It is 6 degrees. Okay. You have PTF? I don't know what that is. I'm not even pretend to know. Okay. So this point, take the rope. We need it at 6 degrees. Well, 84? $84 degrees. I don't know if it matters how high it goes. Let's try just 84 degrees, but going like right there. PTF Polytech framework. Nice. That sounds fancy. Okay, we're gonna do that. Cable off the side of here. The thing is, I need it to not swing so quickly. Welcome, Jeroni Berry. That was a fun thing to say. Jeroni Berry. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Okay, we're gonna try to... Oh, my tower is hectic. Okay, so what was this? This was 13 degrees, right? Or what was it? 77 degrees? Oh, we went up from here, didn't we? Where did we go up from? Oh, we went from there, didn't we? No, wait, what? Yay, I'm glad I got it right. This will connect to the left anchor point, right? Which one will? This one is supposed to connect to this one. This one is supposed to connect here. And if we watch it real quick, you might be able to see that the points should line up like perfectly. Like almost. I just need to stop it. So my thought is, because this one has like the angle here, wants it to just keep going through. If we can make it so this is extended further up so that the pivot point is further over here, it'll start to cancel out its momentum, if that makes sense. Okay, bam, to here. That's not what I wanted. I need to fill that in. Please be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, I did that wrong again. Need it from here. There to there. Okay. Fill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now if we take a rope, let's put it there. Okay. Delete. That line is equidistance between our starting and stopping points. So we could try putting the point anywhere in here along this line and see if it works. Okay, let's get rid of that, delete, and then we'll get rid of that. Oh, actually, no, let's keep that there for reference. Then we've got to connect that and connect it to number 2s. Okay, speed that up. Oh, you know what? This is probably a good thing to add back in here. That still has quite a bit of momentum. Let's see if we lower this point. See how that behaves. Ah! Did not like that very much. I needed to go slower. So what do we do with this point? Because we could bring this down as well. It just, again, has to be at a point equal distant from both sides. Get. There's a ship. There's a ship. Is it getting in the way? Ooh, it very clears. Okay. Let's just set that over there for a second. Much confusion is happening. Okay, that's fine, because that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Rope from here to here. Now the problem is, like, we could bring it lower. Let's just, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Put this point right there-ish. Delete that. We'll delete that, delete these, leave the rope there for reference. And we'll do this. X. Bam. Let's add another cable in real quick, just from here to... Oh, nope, not there. Bam. To there-ish. Delete, that way we can add the roads back in without it interfering. Thank you everybody for watching so long. I feel like this isn't very entertaining to watch. But I hope it is. Hope you're enjoying. Okay, let's see what happens. It's just a mess. A mess that is not working. Okay, how do we slow it down? Any thoughts? If we took this and we went like... Delete that. Delete those. Let's see if... Does that slow it down at all? No, it just breaks everything. Delete. Long rope, just hold on to a rope. That could work. Take the equal distance point. There we go. Bam. Let's try that. That's a good idea. Might snap the cable in the process, but... And break the entire thing. Okay. Okay. Delete, delete. We're going to use this as our point. Or like each of these as our points. We're going to get rid of the rest of it. Like all the unnecessary bits. Okay, so we want a spring then. Spring. Oh wait, along the length of the rope. Delete that, and then put that in. Oh, but that adds nodes. That was problematic. Okay, delete both of these. Let's add the spring, tiny spring over here. Bam, just like that. Move this up, make it more in line. What happened here? Oh, we got rid of something apparently. Wait, is this connected to the right thing? The rope is to that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's make this a little bit stretched. I wonder if because we don't have a hydraulic phase. Oh wait, no. Compressed is what I want. A hydraulic phase that the linking doesn't happen immediately. Okay, delete that. Let's okay. I've got an idea. And I think this one will work. Okay, so in that distance, we want to fill that gap. We're going to do the same thing where we add our lines. So we know what is the perpendicular line. That's about it. That looks a little bit wrong. You did it? Did you submit it? Oh my goodness. I'm jealous. Okay. How are we going to do it better? Yeah. From what I've heard, he is amazing. Okay, let's rotate this. So we got 90 degrees. Okay, we'll call that good. That's going to be our point. That means... So if I put something here, like if I connect... Yeah. I learned like the 180 degree mechanism and the 90 degree mechanism because I wanted to be able to do the really cool things. That was very helpful. Good to learn. Okay. Bam. Bam. Let me just clean up this tower real quick. A grasshopper linkage. That sounds fancy. Nope, not all of that. Okay. Let's add this here. Okay, delete this, delete that, delete that. Okay. We'll add that in there. Hopefully that holds. Let's put this back. Delete. So let's just make sure that holds. Cool. Did we get rid of the rope on accident? Wait. Only like 500% over budget? That's fine. I have to undo a bunch of stuff because I accidentally deleted the rope in the process. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that one needs to stay. Oh, is it holding back there? Delete. That's good to know. Okay, so this rope is holding back there, apparently. That would have messed me up a lot. Okay, there's that. That's going to hold there. Okay. Only? Yep. Okay. X. Put that there. Delete. Okay, so now that should... I could all fall, but... Okay, as long as it holds. Now we add our beam. Okay, hopefully that holds. We'll adjust it a little bit so it's straighter. Make sure those are all 2s. But now we can take this and we can just do a 90-degree rotation. Hopefully. Okay, let's turn the grid on real quick. That's what we want. Okay. X. Then where do I even want this? Let's rotate it 90 degrees. Bam. Okay. We'll connect this up. So that holds. Bam, put that there. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, small issue. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. You said you know how to move perfect 90, yeah? Yeah, this should be it. Hopefully. Okay, don't break, don't break. Ah, stupid thing breaking on me. That's just rude. We want to use 2 hydrogens instead of 1 for more strength. Yeah, that would be smart, but I don't know how to do that particular thingamabobber McThingy. Just add a bunch to this, make it stronger seeming. Add a weight in the back. Yay! Something tells me this isn't working. Can send me an example? Sure. This should work as a perfect 90, I thought. Because you have this beam that should pull it there. That'll pull it 90. I guess... Yeah, 90 is what we want, I think. Problem is we need to figure out why it's... Oh. Bam. Okay, so these are 2s. These should all be 1s. Actually, that should be a 2. Oh. Oh. Are you joking me? That's so close. Oh, that still needs to split joint. That needs to lock. That was so close. Okay, so this needs to move a little bit further, so... We turn off the grid and move that up just barely. Hopefully that'll make it go a little bit further than 90 degrees. Or it'll completely break it. That one gets super close to breaking, holy cow. Like, oh, look at that. I wonder if... Okay, let's strengthen this beam real quick. Sent. Example save before looking. Okay, let's go ahead and save this bridge. That did it, right? Over amazing. Yes. Okay, perfect. Save to new slot. Well, amazing was the other one that wasn't working. Okay, lazy comment. Let's see. Lead bridge. This is your design. We'll give it a watch. Okay, cool, cool. So is it gonna... Right, I just wanted to look at it real quick. It's viewed. Nice, okay. This one. Load bridge design. Oh my gosh. Nice, dude. I need to learn how to do that. That's fantastic. That's very clever too. You're rotating out. Okay. I like it. I like it. I need to mess around with this some more so I learn how to do this consistently instead of just kind of guessing with it. Because that's brilliant. I love it. Okay, now load this bridge design. Oh, this is the example of the grasshopper thing you said, right? Not grasshopper. Okay. What is this called then? How to strengthen a 90-degree. Oh, okay, okay. Right, right, okay. With 2 or more hydros. Got it, and that's at a 90. So they all move it. Cool, cool, okay. Gotcha. Lead bridge, let's go back to amazing. Which is not so amazing. I really like yours, Lazy Comet. It does look fantastic. I need that to just like... Okay, this isn't what we want. To just barely move it. See what that does for us. One connected! Yes! Okay, so that works there, but this one didn't quite connect, so I'm going to move it a little bit closer to this. We're getting a little bit on the unmathematical side of things. Ooh. I want this to not do that. Thank you very much. Okay, now that's a bit too high. What are we doing with our lives? Ah, yes! Both grasshoppers are independent on mine and move slightly different angles. The front one is 6 degrees off grid. The back one is 11 degrees off grid. Amazing. Oh, so is the grasshopper the one that's kind of like that shape and it... You know, I'll just load yours. So let's... I do want to save and submit this replay. Make sure that's saved. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy. Okay. We'll share that to the online gallery. Bam. Okay, so let's load yours. It's... Which one was it? Doesn't matter. I can just look. Load versus... This is the grasshopper, right? That's brilliant, dude. I love it. Okay. Oh, we completed the level. Let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, I was like, hey, we got 20,000. How to do that? That was the one that we did normally. Okay. Ugh. Here's Grasshopper example. Oh, do you want me to go back to that level? No, I would love to see. So, let's go look at that. If you have the example, feel free to send it. As soon as I get it, I will load it. There we go. So question, does this point matter as long as it's equal distance, like it's perfect 90 on steroids. Oh. But can you adjust this so it doesn't move 90? I guess if you start at a different angle. But this one doesn't matter where it goes this direction, right? As long as it's like lined up with it. Could it go there? I guess I should make it so it's actually strong. Let's do that. Like, would that still work? Okay, cool, cool. The bigger the arm, the more linear. Right. This is so cool. Okay, exit to world's menu. No. We cruised through the other level so quickly and spent so much time on hydraulics. Oh, this is wonderful. It's getting hot in here. Holy cow. Whew. Thank you for going through that with me, guys. That was really fun. I enjoyed it. Okay, let's do this. Bam. And oh, that's not what I meant to do. Fill. So glad I don't have to do that by hand. That's such a cool feature. Do we make this a dangly bridge, or should we make it just flat? I feel like a little bit of dangle is going to do us nicely. That much dangle? Let's try it. Fill. Let's start with that. Delete. Oh my gosh. That seems a little bit expensive, but I'm gonna go with it. Delete that. Bam, look at that. That's pretty. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. Well, at least that holds. I wonder how much, because it doesn't look like budge at all. Yeah, that's very supported. Let's like just delete all this. We'll connectificate those and make little muscles here. Oh, that works too. Let's see, how does that do? I'm surprised that helped. Oh, nope, never mind. Not bad. Let's see if we can get rid of that and try to move this inward. Nope. Okay. How does that hold? Sad day. Okay, let's see what that does for us. Down, okay. Okay, that one works. Okay. Let's finish this section. Delete, 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 bam, 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 and make this a little muscle. Okay, how does this look? That didn't do too shabby. If the limo could go faster. Did the boat break that? Or was that... Okay, we'll call that good. I wonder if we just do this. Oh, nope, not that much. Okay. Let's see, now we'll add trusses. I guess trusses are good. We'll add trusses. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Delete. Oh, delete again. Okay. 3, we will connect that there. Oh, no. Bam. I think that's, yeah, that doesn't surprise me that that failed. Okay, let's see how that does. Not well. Ooh, that's already stretching a bunch. Let's just increase the truss size. Okay, okay. Doing stuff. Things are working out. Oh, nope. This way. Bam. Guess this probably isn't the most creative solution. Oh no. I think this probably just needs to... Delete. Delete. Let's go with that. Delete. Let's see how that does. That works. Ah, sad day. We'll add a bit of reinforced road. Oh, sad. That one goes over, no problem. That one's stressed out a lot. Whatever, if we replace that with a cable, will that do better? Because that one has more of a detention support. Yeah, that's barely... Spoke too soon. Okay. It's perfect. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to make that steel. Oh, it was holding. You know what? Are these gonna need to be like... Isaac Newton revive? Welcome, Exum. Sorry, that's the best I can do. Hey, hey, hey! It worked. Wow, top 24%. Not bad. I mean, it's not great, but... Turn off the grid. This can go down, I think. And I think this entire side can come down quite a bit as well. Like once it starts leveling off, I think it goes a lot smoother. So I'll see what that does. Hopefully it helps. Bridge crumbles like an Oreo. Yes, it does. Woo! But I want to see if I can get it just under 70 grand. That probably won't happen, but I can dream. Oh, how did these do? I wasn't looking. Honestly, these aren't bad either. We'll see if that completely wrecks me. Well, you know what? These can be replaced, probably. How much is that gonna add? That's gonna add a lot. Okay, delete that. Ah! Nope. Okay, let's put that back as steel. I wonder if we just make these muscles, is that gonna be strong enough? Okay, doing something here. Probably should have tested this one at a time, see if it could support the weight. That was surprising. Very many muscles. Oh. Okay, we'll leave that like that. Okay. Did it work? Oh, this is gonna... Okay, how do we... Let's just move these down a bit. Let's see if that strengthens it up a bit. Bridge is falling down, falling down. No. How are the other muscles doing? Like, some of them... I think that one needs to be steel, but like, gotta get away with making this one. The limo is getting pancaked under the bus. It's okay. They'll survive, right? Ooh, that one works, but we're still back at like 7,900. It's not what we wanted. Top 24% still. Let's see if we can replace this with yet another muscle. I don't know if it's going to get much cheaper. Wonder if we can get rid of that. Oh. We're getting somewhere. Okay, let's... Bam, make that smaller, make that smaller. It's tight. That one didn't budge much. Let's see if can we make... How much smaller can we make this? And is that going to cause me too many issues? Oh, jeez, that got really red. I wonder if I even need that bit, because it, like, didn't change color at all. It didn't look like, at least. Okay, it might be important. Okay, let's see what that does. Thank you. Oh no. Okay. We're so close to a sub 70 grand. That one's not liking us. Okay, okay. Ooh, 69999. Please work, please work. Oh, I got some really red. Okay, we're gonna call that, make that good. Yeah, it's up 22%. Okay. Load bridge. I like it. Oh, that's smart. Pushing the limo back. That's significantly cheaper than what I had, too. Nice. Oh, gosh. Wait a minute. Okay, let's slow it down all the way. Okay, goodbye, ladies and comment. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. That's insane. Oh, okay. I see. I'm following. I'm following. I get it. You may have heard of Superman. You may have heard of Iron Man, but have you heard of Busman? Da, 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 da. Here to save the day. Okay. Ooh, I like how this one looks. It almost looks like a stapler. Or like a really big mouth. You can make like a giant shark around this. I love it. Oh, good work, everyone. Split level. Oh, probably should have paid attention. Okay, so the car goes, then we get hydraulics, then we get the airplane and that, and we get more hydraulics, and then it goes back. Okay. So I'm guessing... It feels like if the car runs into the airplane, it's not going to be good for the car. I kind of want to... I want to try doing whatever that motion was that brought things down very linearly. So that's what we're going to attempt. I'd also love my shapes to start being like... Because usually when I build stuff with hydraulics, it just starts to get completely crazy. So we're going to try to avoid being crazy. Okay, we're going to put... Let's turn on the grid. R, please. Thank you. Okay. And that's the piece we're going to bring down. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, let's connectificate these. See if this even holds. It may have given out a little bit. Bam, bam, bam. Well, we only get 8 pieces of steel as well. Okay, delete that. Let's see. So how do we do the grasshopper thing? Need like 90 degrees right there. Cause lots of thinking is happening. It's not going well. Minimize that purple box. Do we need delete, because one of the joints needs to start between those two, right? Like it needs to be right there. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Delete. Delete. Then this needs to flip around to the other side, right? I am confuzzled. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Delete that. If we do that, then we add pieces like this. Then we can take this, and this just... That's not going to contract as much as we want it to, will it? Delete. I am confused. Trying to think through this in my head. Because the grasshopper, I forget where the grasshopper, like what connects to what. Um, okay, I'll look at that real quick. Let's save this. I'll save it as cheese, because cheese is great. Okay. That's gonna pull it. That's gonna pull this point double the distance. Okay, let's see if I can remember that long enough to make this. Okay, so delete that. Delete that. We need that joint to go there, right? Okay, and then we need the piston here. Is that right? This needs to come down. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. But oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in between. Okay, so that's evenly spaced. And this needs to go up too. This is the grasshopper design, right? So if we were to mount this, could also just go over. Yeah, that is true. I think I'd prefer to try and learn this. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Should be twice this long? Oh, you're right, you're right, you're right. Thank you, thank you. Delete that. Let's... kind of want to just make all that split real quick, just so we can see the action. But so that's 16 units. We want it like 12 units, like there, right? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 12 units, right? Because that needs to be able to pull that exact distance. Now these 2 points need to stay the same. Well, actually, wait. Delete. This needs to be able to rotate in and out. This point needs to be mounted. Okay, we're just gonna connect that real quick. Now this one just needs a rotation point, right? Oh gosh, okay, we need that. We just need that to rotate. That's gonna go in and out. Okay, I'm gonna look at it again. Save bridge. Yes, overwrite cheese. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't matter as much. Okay, load bridge. This just needs to be able to pivot like that, right? Okay. Let's just make this truss it up. This isn't going to stay like this. I just want to be able to see what's going on. Maybe I will have to just delete that. Bam. Oh, well, you know what might help? Having this mounted. Okay, sorry, I'm focusing. Highlight that, copy, flip. Need that right there. 1, bam, bam. Did that right. Dang it. Just make this big for now. And while we're here, let's just do this. That was the motion, right? Like, it was close to the motion, but it broke. Just hope... Actually, let's just replace that with muscle. Delete. Let's do that real quick. It doesn't follow a perfectly straight line, so it breaks it in reverse. Wait, let's slow it down. That's connected wrong. Okay, let's see this. That's supposed to be 2. Why is that breaking? Okay, let's just reinforce that and that real quick. Let's see what happens. So you're saying I should switch the split joint around so that the bridge doesn't move, but it tests out the movement of it? That's not bad. That's actually a really good idea. That makes me really happy. Another linkage? Define linkage. Is that like this joint down here, or... Facilier-Lipton linkage? I will have to look that up. I'm gonna write that down on my phone real quick so I can look it up. Someday we'll just go into like the sandbox mode. Lipkin linkage. Got it. Okay. I made it out of Hydra so you can see it better. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at this. I think we're onto something. I'm thinking what might happen is because, like you said, with this how it is, it might not be allowing this to rotate properly because this is short and pulling it up a lot. If that makes any sense. Right. The Lipkin will make it perfect. Okay, okay. Let's see if that helps. Oh. Yay, that's great. Yay, oh, thank you so much, guys. That's fantastic. Need to not mirror one of the grasshoppers and use only grasshoppers as they currently move in different directions, ripping the bridge apart. Okay, I'm not quite understanding what you're saying, but yeah, I think the longer arm works enough. That's awesome. Thank you guys for helping me with that. I'm so happy with that. Okay, Lazy Comet, load bridge. Ooh. I just bonked its head a little bit. That's cool. I like it. Oh, okay, so this is... This is perfectly linear. Oh, but you made it so these don't... So this is just, it changes the shape of it, so it makes it perfectly linear. So, wait, is it not? It's not perfectly linear already. This doesn't move in a straight line. Ooh. Okay, that just takes care of the small variation that we have from the other design. Grasshopper loan is only an approximate straight line. Okay, so we'll look at this, then we'll go back to mine so you can see if... Oh, so you put the grasshopper linkage on the other side. We'll go back to mine so I can kind of see... Oh, wait, this is the same one, so I can just watch it here. But this shouldn't move in a straight line is what we're saying. Like, it should barely curve. Oh, so it's like minuscule. Okay. But the grasshopper one, it just applies force inward as you're doing that, so it's not quite perfectly linear, but it's close to linear. Okay, so shorten. Let's see, which arm is it? Oh, this arm. Got it. Let's just do that. Gotcha. Yeah, so that pulls it in a bunch, I think. Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Cool, cool. I'll have to learn some more of this stuff before the next stream. But that's super cool. Thank you for teaching me that, guys. I love it. Oh. That's beautiful. I am gonna call it there. That's gonna be the last one for tonight. Let's switch to the stream ending page. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your help with just everything. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Again, thank you for watching. We're gonna try to find someone to raid. I will stay on a little bit longer, so if you have any questions, you can ask, or any comments. But other than that, have a great night. Bye, guys. You enjoyed it enough? Alright. Bye. Wow. /raid Pearl lesson 2. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it.